كل ضرمشة قرب بنفسي يشو نافق بنور قلبك روحك منور قلبي وملش لمريخ كل درمشاش من أقول لي يشو رحمن قدما روحك هولا.
Love, peace and favor be to you in my Master Yeshua, the Son of living Elohim, in fellowship with our Master Yeshua through the Helper. We can fellowship in Ruah. That's why we endure and we have the expectation need to truly fellowship with our Master Yeshua. We need that walk, and it's not easy nowadays because there are so many teachings, so many strange teachings and doctrines, so many voices, but we need to hear only one, the voice of our shepherd, Yeshua. Today is 37th day of counting the Omer, and I will be reading for you Luke 13. And some were present at that time, reporting to him about the Galileans, whose blood Pilate had mixed with their offerings. And Yeshua answered said to them, "Do you think these Galileans were worse sinners than all other Galileans, because they have suffered like this? I say to you, no, but unless you repent, you shall all perish in the same way. Or those 18 on whom the tower in Shiloh fell and killed them, do you think that they were greater offenders than all other men who dwelt in Jerusalem? I say to you, no, but unless you repent, you shall all perish in the same way." And he spoke this parable. A certain man had a fig tree planted in his vineyard, and he came seeking fruit on it and found none. And he said to the gardener, "Look, for 3 years I have come seeking fruit on this fig tree and found none. Cut it down. Why does it even make the ground useless?" And he answering said to him, "Master, leave it this year too, until I dig around it and throw manure. And if indeed it bears fruit, good, but if not so, you shall cut it down." And he was teaching in one of the congregations on the Sabbath, and see, there was a woman having a weakening spirit for 18 years, and was bent over and was unable to straighten up at all. And Yeshua, seeing her, called her near and said to her, "Woman, you are loosened from your weakness." And he laid his hands on her, and immediately she was straightened up and praised Elohim. But the ruler of the congregation, responding much displeased that Yeshua had healed on the Sabbath, said to the crowd, "There are 6 days on which men should work, so come and be healed on them, and not on the Sabbath day." Then the master answered him and said, "Hypocrite, does not each one of you on the Sabbath loosen his ox or his donkey from the stall, and lead it away to water it? And this one, being a daughter of Abraham, whom Satan has bound, look, for 18 years, should she not be loosened from this bond on the Sabbath?" And when he said this, all his opponents were put to shame, and all the crowd rejoiced for all the splendid works being done by him. Therefore he said, "What is the reign of Elohim like? And to what shall I compare it? It is like a mustard seed which a man took and threw into his garden, and it grew and became a large tree, and the birds of the heavens nested in its branches. And again he said, to what shall I compare the rain of Elohim? It is like leaven, which a woman took and hid in 3 measures of flour until it was all leavened. And he was going through the cities and villages, teaching and journeying toward Jerusalem. And someone said to him, Master, are there few who are being saved? And he said to them, strive to enter through the narrow gate, because many, I say to you, shall seek to enter in and shall not be able. When once the master of the house has risen up and shut the door, and you begin to stand outside and knock at the door, saying, Master, Master, open for us. And he shall answer and say to you, I do not know you, where you are from. Then you shall begin to say, we ate and drank in your presence, and you taught in our streets. But he shall say, I say to you, I do not know you, where you are from. Depart from me, all you workers of unrighteousness. They shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth when you see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the reign of Elohim, and yourselves thrown outside. And they shall come from the east and the west, and from the north and the south, and sit down in the reign of Elohim. And see, there are last who shall be first, and there are first who shall be last. On the same day there came certain Pharisees, saying to him, get out and go from here, for Herod wishes to kill you. And he said to him, go, say to that fox, see, I cast out demons and perform healings today and tomorrow, and the 3rd day I shall be perfected. But I have to journey today and tomorrow and the day following, because it is not fitting for a prophet to perish outside of Jerusalem. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, killing the prophets and stoning those who are sent to her. How often I wish to gather your children together, the way a hen gathers her chickens under her wings. But you would not. See, your house is left to you laid waste. And truly I say to you, you shall by no means see me, until the time comes when you say, blessed is he who is coming in the name of Yahweh.
رحمن 𤤄𤄅 روحك حول النور 𤤉𤄇 بحالك بدمامة بشر يا نفشي قاري الشيمخ